Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. Today, first off, Walten Files 4 finally came out. I know, it's crazy, and today, we're not going to analyze this video, because I'm stupid and I don't know anything. But, what I want to do for this video, is I want to go through every secret and hidden detail I can find. So we're going to go through all of the video as much as I can, and try to say as much as I can, try to show you guys secrets and stuff, or things I noticed while watching this video. And we're going to go as fast as possible, because I don't want to make this too long. So, let's just do it. We already read the description. Well, actually, I don't think we did. Never mind. But, this description, oh my god. The description doesn't matter. Let's just start. The audio is completely gone, because I don't want to get copyright claimed while having the video on. So yeah, the video starts off with like Ed and Molly, the animation goated is fucking goated. It's amazing and I love it so much. It's cool to see this voice acting, the subtitles, thank God. And the first actual secret, there's something at the beginning, but I have to wait until the end of this video before we even talk about what I want to say about this part in particular. So, yep, they're going to in Wonderland. There's the first reveal of Wonderland before you even know that this is Wonderland. And if I want to say something, because a Twitter user, Molly, a Twitter user, Molly, said that this Wonderland kind of looks like the Bunny Farm map from episode 3, and I guess I can see it, but I don't know, we haven't really seen that much from this area for me to say it. It's just an interesting find I saw someone say, so that's the thing. I don't know if that's intentional or not. And then there's the thing that we've been with. The thing I like about episode 4 is that a lot of these images and parts of this episode are all super old stuff, nostalgic stuff that we've seen over 2 years ago from teasers, and it's cool to see them actually in the episode, and because it feels like we actually got the episode, it's awesome. And you get the bond. Now we're almost to the first real secret that you probably won't notice. You see that? Okay. You see this? It kind of messes up here, but there are split frame images that pop up here. That's really interesting. So I'm gonna show you guys what I mean. So here you go. The first one is Sophie. Yes, Martin said that Sophie was not gonna appear in this episode, but she's here. She's here, and he is also Jack Walton as well. Jack's missing poster. So yeah, Sophie's actually in this episode as a split Easter egg that you can find. It's pretty cool actually. I don't know what this really is. It kind of looks like a news report, maybe interviewing Sophie Walton, or I don't know. I don't know, but it's really interesting. The next one is Felix's car in the Wonderland area. I find that it's I don't know what this means either, but it's interesting. Why is Felix's car in the freaking Wonderland area? I don't know, but it's interesting nonetheless. And let me look over here. This appears this thing right here apparently appears in this part right here in the title card. I have no idea where that is, but a guest told me that it is, so I trust him. Also, you guys notice that the little baby doll, well, it's kind of the same baby doll as the one that Bond holds, the Bond puts in the K9 facility in the souvenir video, in this video right here. This one, it's the same one, which is interesting. And then yeah, Cyberfun Tech, boom boom. a lot of cool stuff. We're gonna be zooming because there's not a lot of secrets here. It's just kind of cool. And then Bond is like shot dancing. Look how it go. And then Bond Boozoo. We've seen that before. Banny. Me when the Walten Files community is alive and well. Shaw. And this monstrosity of a fucking image. There's a little cut. Like, yeah, there you go. The back room is back, so that's cool. And Bond, here's a secret kind of. There's a red box gets censored. I don't know. We don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is. And you can see Bond, the quotation Bond guy that we see at the end of the episode. By the way, this is spoilers. We're not gonna like go through it like I'm gonna pretend that I don't know what this episode contains. I'm gonna spoil everything because this is episode's only for secrets or hidden details I found. Bond, and then he has a creepy face, and then the first mech suit, and this is Cyber Telly, and apparently this is also TVA. So TVA is actually in the episode, and if you didn't know, TVA actually appeared in like the mysterious house. It was a pretty like kind of like mysterious character, but like we didn't know he's gonna actually appear in the series, which means cool to see him. He looks goofy, and I love him so much. And then Bond appears again, concept art, the same, and Bond, and then boom, and you can see a lot of concept shit, which we actually seen a lot of before, before this episode came out. Lewis art, we love to see it. And then Rosemary, and then the audio is gone, so I can't really say anything. But when you actually play the audio, it says "loving wife of." It just doesn't say Jack Walton, but the subtitles do. I don't know what this really means. I mean, I know that Jack Walton's missing, so I guess it kind of like just the ghost inside the spirits inside the tape is doing that. I don't know. It's interesting though. And there's a Rosemary screaming. I don't know why she appears. This right here appears for like a split second for some reason. And then Bell Clown, we hate to see it because you look ugly. And then scary picture of Rosemary and the animatronics. For some reason, this is in Sophie's room. Apparently, I don't know why. It's so random that it's in like this area. It's kind of funny, actually. But I'll talk about it later, actually. But it's interesting. And this is Susan Woodings. We'd love to see it. Voice acting is amazing. Oh, okay, here we go. This Charles head right here. We got a lot of things to talk about in this one shot. The Charles head. That's from... I think I have a picture of it. Here. Charles' head is the same one that Ashley found in episode 2, which is a cool callback. I wasn't expecting that because it has like Charles in the name. Like this is how we found out that Charles, like back before episode 3 came out, this is how we found out that Charles actually possesses Boozoo because of this Charles in like the Boozoo head, but it's actually here in this one. Like you can actually see it, which is cool. Okay, and then little Bond's head just there. I don't know why. It's kind of funny. Just dead on the ground, on the table. Okay, you guys saw that? This is another secret. Come on. Okay, guys. I want you to look at the right. The right of the screen. Just keep looking. You saw that? You didn't? Okay, I'll do this. Here, you can actually see a white figure's eyes creeping out on the top of the table. As you can see an eye. Apparently, it kind of looks like Charles, but I'm pretty sure this is Bond, like in quotations. And a lot of people are using this as like a way to like say that, you know, Bond isn't actually Jack because Bond is here, and this recording seems like it was played in like before Jack even passed away. I guess passed away. Jack went missing, so take that as you will. I don't know if that's true or not. Could just be the tape being possessed by a spirit or something. I don't know. I have no idea. And then this. And then here you can see text that I do have. So I'm going to read it out. It's much more clearer, I found. Here, right here. No, not this one. Another one. Boom. I have the full message. And I'll read it to you. Mr. Kranken, this is Norman. I'm sending you this on behalf of our deal between Bunny Smiles and Cyberfun Tech. And most importantly, the well-being of our Cyberfun staff. We've been getting a lot of complaints about a member of our staff going missing who was highly associated with you and your team. Susan Woodings has been missing for a week now, and here in Cyberfun Tech, we are working as hard. We are working as hard as we can to try and manage to get in contact with her. Is there perhaps any detail you could hand to us to help we locate our missing employee? And then there's another message. I'm going to be entirely honest with you, Mr. Kranken. Oh my god. Tell you I have a ton of questions and suspicions about your company. About whatever's going on with your company. Whatever it is, it's making both your company and mine look bad to the public eye. So again, if there's anything that could help us find Susan, write us back immediately. Thank you. I'll see you Monday. And there's also another message when the thing, I'll show you. See, it says right there on the top. It says, Susan has been struggling to breathe for 2 days. So, yeah, Susan didn't die right away when she got destroyed by Bond. So, I guess that just proves it right there. She's been alive for 2 days, I guess. And it's kind of crazy. Susan Woodings, strongest woman in the series. The fact that she survived that long after getting her face destroyed deserves some round of applause. Even though she's still dead, but hey, at least she's strong. Anyway, what else? Nip, the Cyberfun Tech console, Boozoo. About the facial tracking thing. We'll talk about that because it's really interesting. And in these notes, do I really want to read Charles's bad handwriting? I feel like I have. Damn, I want to go to the Walten Files server, but I don't want to do it. No, I can't because first off, Discord doesn't work anymore. It doesn't really work right now, so. But let's see if I can read it. The BSI console. The Bunny Smiles Incorporated console allows the robots of Bond's Burgers feel a lot more lifelike and what? For more, I don't know, man. I'll just say this. It just said at the end of the thing, it says that Felix saw the robots and was amazed and terrified, which I think is interesting. Felix is actually a little terrified of the robots. It says at the end. I don't know. I can't show it because it's so hard. And then this is just. It says Sophie for one of these, I think. This is a bunch of tests, but it does mention Sophie at one point because apparently they did a test trying to recognize Sophie, I guess, and it did work, I think. Yeah, recognize Sophie right away. There you go. And also the Boozoo magic trick bit. Cool. This is all from Charles Brooke, by the way, which we actually got to. Which a fun fact, by the way. I don't know how you guys know about this, but the fact that you guys know about Charles Brooke now, his last name. Did you know that Martin accidentally leaked his last name in a Twitter space one time? I don't know why. I don't know how he did. I forgot. It's been a while, but it's still funny. So yeah, I knew before Walten Files 4 came out. I knew that Charles, his last name is Brooks. So yeah, it's funny though. And then Lego Bond is here. What else? And then Charles, we get to see Charles and Susan talk for the first time. And I love it. I love the interactions between the two. It's so good. And then the console, boom. And then they move the tables around. Things seems fine so far. And then the tables get destroyed. And then Benny knocks the table down or whatever. And I find it really interesting that, like, when it says check the left drawer, I think Jack left it there. Like, it immediately cut the video. It immediately glitched out, which I find interesting. Okay, facial tracking. This one's interesting. And this isn't anything, but I thought about this. Does anyone else think that this random character in the thing kind of looks like Kevin Woodings from episode 2? I know it's not, obviously, but it kind of has the same vibe that Kevin had, you know? And I find that really interesting. It just looks like him. Look at him. He even has a long nose too. Just like Kevin. And facial tracking. And then this is when March, like the last test took place in like January 21st, 1974. So it's like the earliest thing in this in the timeline. That was the earliest event that happened in this episode. And this is on March 7th, 1974. Facial tracking. And then you can see Charles and Susan talk about Felix's addiction. This kind of confirms that Jack and Rose didn't actually know about the addiction, the drinking addiction beforehand. So people now, I don't want to hear anyone say that it's Jack's fault that the car crash happened, because a lot of people has been saying that for a long time, and it was so annoying because it was kind of stupid. But now it kind of confirms that no, it's not Jack's fault. He didn't even know that this was even happening. Because like no one really told them. Linda never told them or anything. You see? Even Chris knows about addiction, which is the only time Chris has been mentioned in this episode. So yeah, Chris keeps getting mentioned like every time. Alright. And then Shaw. And this part's interesting. So apparently, to test out the facial tracking before, Jack bought like Ed and Molly to test it out, and apparently the console recognized them. And it also happened with Sophie as well. So maybe that's why Shaw was in Sophie's room in that one part, is because they were just testing the facial tracking. Maybe. Testing for faces. Yeah, and then this right here. This right here. Just we did with Sophie, blah, blah, blah. Let's see how this test goes, alright? Come on, there. Susan says, how's Lily, by the way? This is the first reveal that Lily is an actual character in this series. I know she's been mentioned in like Bunny Farm, but this is the first time we ever seen her, heard her in this series. And I'm pretty sure it's confirmed that this is Charles's daughter. And I find that really awesome. We get to finally know about that. That's probably going to come into play later down the road in episode 5 or 6. Which hopefully come out this month, but we'll see. And I might do a reaction video to that, by the way. Okay, and this is weird, and this is creepy and interesting. The facial tracking. And you can see that these 3D faces kind of look like the mask. They kind of look like the real face that appears in Walten Files 1. And I think it's been confirmed by the crew members that that actually is intentional, and like the reason why that face is there in that episode is that is like Bond like tracking, like facial tracking Brian's face, you know? I think that's actually confirmed to be the like intentional thing that happened. So yeah, I guess that explains that random thing in that episode. So thank you, episode 4. Thank you, I guess. Alright, interesting stuff so far. And yeah, Charles Brooke, we know his last name already. We could use a beer. Yeah. And this part's just weird. This is Felix's house, I guess. But I have no idea who that person at the left, not right. Left is. It could be Molly, because it kind of looks more like Molly, but it's just weird. I don't know what that is. I don't know who that is. But I'm pretty sure that's Felix's house, because the way that it looks so abandoned and dirty, like just like Felix. Anyway. And here, I actually do not know what this says. I should have checked. I should have asked like the Walten File server, because they know everything, but I have no idea what this says at all. But this takes place in like the May 13, 1974. So like a week, like 2 weeks after the car crash. And you can see and you can tell because Susan and Charles talk about the car crash and everything, you know. They say that, you know, drunk driving and about driving the car. The funeral went down a week ago or something, and it was private because of course, only the family was there, and yeah, and Jack probably isn't doing that well because, he hasn't been going to work apparently. And Susan hasn't heard from him in a while, so that's a little concerning. But I guess it's understandable when you lose your 2 fucking kids. I would too, honestly. I would just take a break from work and everything in general if that happened to me. And then he says, "You don't think Felix's story was a lie, don't you?" Interesting. So Felix told kind of a lie, and we get to actually know what that lie is later down the road when in the secret video. And and by the way, the secret video is really actually hard to find, but luckily Martin put it in the playlist, in the official playlist, because apparently there's there's 3 parts of a link in this video, and it's actually really hard to see. It's not like in the top or bottom of the episode of the video, just like in the last videos. So it's actually really hard to find this time around. And then Susan got them all yet, and then actually Rocket's there. Felix hid it there. Didn't tell Jack and Rose. He told Susan and Charles to not tell Jack and Rose about the doll being there. So yeah. And then Rocket moves on his. And also I want to mention that this thing right here, it kind of looks like the scrapped thing that appears in like episode 2. You know that where is it? Here. It's not this part, but in episode 2, where Ashley was going through the canine facility back doors, she found like something like that, but with the words like scrapped on it, and it kind of just reminds me of that. It might not be anything, but it's just interesting. And then Rocket goes to Buzu and gets the facial tracking, and you can see it here. and then the weird face, and then boom, Ed and Molly. And you may say it may look weird because it says no faces found, but if you wait long enough, there, it actually says Ed and Molly at the bottom. So, interesting. And I think there's a creepy face. Yeah, boom. I think that's Ed and Molly considering the red, but I don't know which one. It's a weird face. It's actually a weird thing. It's like, it's hard to really tell who that is, but I'm just assuming it's Ed and Molly because, it's red, so. And then this, it's kind of backwards, I think, but it says the 1st, which makes sense because this is the day, June 30th is the day when Susan actually died by Bond. So Susan is like Bond in quotations first victim. So that's why it says the 1st. And then you can hear like the audio log, and then you can see Bond's face, the quotation Bond guy, and he's backwards, and which is interesting. Like a lot of the characters in the secret video as well, Susan was also backwards, like her face. So it's weird how like a lot of these characters are the faces are just backwards for some reason. And then he goes inside Bond. So this is Bond, I guess. And then you can actually, and then the animation, bro. Animation, the box. You can see the box, right? A box. Yeah, there's a lot of boxes. We don't know what's inside that box. But you can see this animation now. Bond. Susan looks around. You can see Jack and Rose. And Rocket's just there in the back rooms. And then Susan works around, and then a chest falls. And you can also, this is also another hidden detail. Also, hi Banny. But there's a lot of like portraits of the human characters, and like if you look at it closely, like for example, Charles, it's right on to like a Buzu drawing, and I think it kind of stands for like the possessions of the animatronics, because like Charles possesses Buzu, right? So it's kind of just like a funny little small detail that I think is really interesting, and that's a really clever thing, you know. I don't know why Felix is on Banny's drawing, but whatever. I don't think Felix is Banny. In the chest, and then Bond, boom. And you get to actually see Susan die. We don't want to see that. We want to see secrets. We don't want to see her die again. We already did. I'm pretty sure you guys already watched it, you know. So let's just see her die. Yeah, I'm sorry, Susan. And it's just kind of funny because like you can tell like which parts are like from 2021 and like 2024 or 3 or whatever, because you can see like Bond's design is actually different here. Like he has like a different bow tie and everything. Like a better textured bow tie, and he's a lot more dirty this time too. And this part, I love this part so much. He just goes like, it's so beautiful on you. It's like, and this is right here. This is like a few hours after the car crash, I think. I don't know, but it's definitely. So this is Jack. The best shot of Jack right away. I love this shot of Jack. He's pretty handsome. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Look at him, bro. He's handsome, all right. But this is Jack going to Felix's house to find out what happened to his kids and see if he can talk to Felix and see what's going on. You know, because this is Felix's house, and this is actually the first. This is actually the first time we get to see Linda in this series, like actually physically, you know. Like in this portrait, because it's Felix and Linda, because it's Felix's house. So, and also in this scene, you can actually hear the other messages, the other 25 messages that Jack left for Felix. You know that like pick up the phone, Felix thing. Well, you can hear the some of the other messages that Jack left for him. You know, it's really hard to hear though. So I advise you guys to go back and try to see if you guys can maybe figure it out. But this is the other messages, which I find really interesting. Thank you, Fef King, out of all people, for actually making me discover the fact that this is actually Jack's other messages, because he actually put subtitles for like the messages, at least some of the lines. Yeah, you can see like phone right there, and then Jack is really pissed off, and it's Jack. By the way, unrelated in a way, but Martin's voice acting, he does a fantastic job. Like, he does a fantastic job. He nails the Jack Walton's like desperation and, you know, anger that he has in this moment right now, and he did a good job, man. I love Martin's Jack voice. It's so scary, but also kind of relaxing. And you can also see his face kind of, you can't really see his face that much. So, yeah, he goes to the window, and he says, "I will fucking kill you if you did anything to those kids." And then, boom. Apparently, Felix wasn't even in the house at this point. He was still in the forest, I guess, because in this part you can see him still in the forest, in a kind of like a burial place. He's looking at Felix, and this part right here, I don't know. Okay, I have no idea. I think this is real. I think this is what happened afterwards when Felix crashed the car. This is actually, I think, a real thing that happened. I know some people say that this is how Felix imagined, because at this point Felix wants to kill himself, and you'll see it later, more evidence about that. But so some people are saying that he's imagining this, that he wished he died, too. But I think this is him just unconscious, I guess, and this is actually real. I don't know though, but it's fucking terrifying and I love it. And then you can see that he buried himself, and this is kind of like the suicidal thing, because he kind of wants to bury himself next to Ed and Molly, but he was like, nah, maybe I won't. And he comes up, and then he sees the fucking backpack that Ed and Molly had in the school with blood and everything, and he was like, okay, I'm going to get rid of the evidence. So he takes Rocket in the fucking thing, in the backpack, and he puts it and he throws it in the river. So, yeah. And in this part right here, he goes to the ledge and he is about to jump. He is about to jump off, but he did stop himself. He didn't kill himself. He was going to, but he stopped himself. And damn, man, this shit killed me when I watched it. And I love his shot right away. It's a good shot. And then this is the 3 days after the accident. You can see more places. Basically, Felix says that he can't sleep after the incident, and that he actually told Jack and Rose what happened. I don't think he told the full truth, though. He didn't really tell the whole truth, though. So that sucks. But he did tell that Ed and Molly are gone. We will actually see in the description of the secret video what he probably said to Jack and Rose. So Jack and Rosemary doesn't hate Felix now for obvious reasons, and I don't blame him. And then painful. And also Rosemary asked Felix about the Rocket doll right here. So basically he said that that the kids left it at school, but that was a lie, obviously, because he has it right there. And it's just, he can't get rid of it because he just can't get himself to get rid of it. And to be fair, I don't think he can. Even if he tries to get rid of it, it's going to just come back because it's kind of haunted. The Rocket is possessed by Ed and Molly, so the Rocket is always going to be with him in a way. And you can see, Ed and Molly actually appears in the window right there, which is cool. And then this part right here, at the door, so you can see, you can hear it knocking when you can actually have audio. This is Ed and Molly, I'm pretty sure, and you can actually, it says Uncle Felix, which is actually really creepy. And then the Rocket doll is right there, and he's kind of like, please don't, please, I'm so sorry, please can you just make this stop, I don't want you guys to haunt me anymore. And then, that's pretty much it. And then then it comes back on July 1st at 1 a.m. 1974, so pretty close right after Susan died, a day after. And then you can see, Rocket saw everything. Rocket saw, Ed and Molly saw everything. They saw Bond kill Susan, and then stuff her into into Banny. You can see, boom, and then Bond. You can actually hear the subtitles here Come on. Yeah, quotations and everything. And creepy. And Bond's like, you made like I guess a Danny mask or something. I don't know what he was doing, to be honest. And then Molly closes their eyes, I guess. And then the Wonderland scene. And then Molly wants to go help out Susan because she's in a lot of pain right now, and Bond is hurting her really bad. So they decide to say, fuck it, let's just save her, because we are awesome kids, and we can do this. We can believe in ourselves. And, but then Susan actually is in Wonderland right now. And this is Susan's spirit, I guess. So she walks around, and then Bond, in quotations, actually starts talking to her. And the voice acting here is amazing. So I want you guys to watch this video yourself and listen to the audio again, because it's really good. And then Bond says and reveals that this is Wonderland. I guess like an afterlife, I guess, or so, I don't know. I don't really know exactly what Wonderland is. It's actually a really interesting place. But Susan isn't actually dead, though. She's not here because she's dead. She's here, I don't know why she's here, actually. But I guess, but she is alive right now as we speak. Even though she got her face destroyed, she's still alive and breathing. Her spirit is in Wonderland now. And then, pretty much, yeah, it does not pass as much as, President Me. And this is the first reveal of Bond, the white guy himself. It's awesome, man. I love this. And then Bond was like, I can fix you. You like to fix things, so why not let me fix you? And he gives Susan a gift, which is Banny, which we actually... Okay, now we can talk about this. I made a tweet about this that I want to show. I'm going to read my sentence. I think I just discovered something interesting. Am I overlooking, or does this image from Bunny Farm kind of look like Wonderland Susan a bit? Because you can see that it kind of does in a way. It's kind of like the black and white kind of thing, and the face is kind of the same, even though the face is in Bunny Farm is a little longer. And also the fact that the gift, Bond in Bunny Farm puts a gift, which is actually this Susan, into Banny, which kind of like how the Wonderland scene did, where Bond gave Susan a gift. It's kind of like the opposite, and that tweet did pretty well. Like, a lot of my tweets has been going well because the Walten Files fandom is so alive right now that tweets are getting like thousands of likes on my damn thing, which is crazy. But yeah, I hope you guys know what I mean. It's really interesting to think about. And a wonderful gift. And this right here, this line, the butterfly bursting from a cocoon, is actually a reference to a theory called like the pregnant Bond theory. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but it's actually a really good theory made by one of my good friends, Campbell, aka Anthony. So I might put his video about the theory in the description, but apparently this line is kind of like an Easter egg, kind of like a reference to it. It's not, the theory, I don't think it confirms the theory is true, but it's just a little, fun little nod to that. And then it's like, we have a choice to have. I don't know who Bond is, I'll be honest. I don't know, we don't know anything about Bond at all, and I'm just so confused. This video is just for secrets, really. And I don't know if I did a good job, but I hope I at least showed you guys some things. And then this is the omelet line that we all know and love, and I love this part so much. It's so creepy, too. Can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs. Banger ass line. And then Susan actually wakes up. I want to just... I hope you guys can hear that. The breathing in that part is crazy, and absolutely terrifying. And also, I think this is confirmed to be Shadow Man, the guy that appears in episode 2 and episode 3 a little bit. He actually appears here, and if you remember in episode 2, this is kind of like similar, where like Bond put Rosemary into Shaw, and then as soon as that part came out, like it came, you can see like in the right, in the door, you can actually see Shadow Man walk in. So it's kind of, so I guess that happened with Susan as well. Twice. I don't know who Shadow Man is, man. I don't know if it's Felix, because I feel like it's weird that he happened to stumble across 2 murders at the same time like that. But I don't know. I don't know who Shadow Man is anymore, if I'm being honest. But I'm pretty sure this is Shadow Man walking here. And then I don't know. This one's weird because it looks like Bond, but it kind of looks like Charles too. So I don't know who. I'm pretty sure it's still Bond, but it's weird. And it fades away, and then I'm always like, "Damn, we were too late. That sucks. Let's go. Maybe we just have to wait and see." And then this is where I can say that this is kind of a reference to the beginning of the episode where Ed and Molly was walking to Felix at the start, and it's kind of like it kind of mirrors this, because it kind of like you can see them holding hands too. It's so good. I love that. And then the episode ends. Amazing episode. I hope. I can't believe I actually went through all of that. There's something at the end, because this is a part 2. We'll wait a little bit. Yeah, until we continue in part 2, which I don't know when that will come out, and that's it. But we're not done yet, because we still have the secret video. This thing, I don't know what this means. I'll be for real. I don't know what this means, but we can read the description, because this is the thing that this is where like what Felix told everyone about the crash. This is a kind of like a report for the police. Felix Anchor, his middle name is Anchor, reportedly arrived at the station in the morning on May 3rd. He had a broken pair of glasses, dirty blue pants, and a yellow dress shirt covered in dirt and blood. When I got the call, he was taken into custody. We sat him down for a few hours, and he revealed valuable information about a case we were previously told about earlier that same day by Mr. Jack Walton. Walton's 2 youngest kids and Molly had disappeared with Cranky the night prior. Felix's alibi stated he was unconscious for about 20 minutes. When he woke up, the kids had ran off. So what he told the police is that he was unconscious. The crash happened. I think actually I don't know. I think the police knows that it's a car crash that happened, and he was unconscious. But he didn't say that the kids died. He said that the kids had ran off, and that's why they're missing. So yeah, he lied. He lied to the police. So thanks, Felix Crankin. So this video, so you can see the police. This is May 4th. This is on Felix being interviewed, or maybe this is just the police searching for some evidence. And I think they actually find some evidence. I think they find, I don't know which shoe it is, but Ed or Molly's shoes, which is interesting. And this is the Cyber console, I think. And you can see it kind of explains a lot of the robot stuff. But the only thing I want to talk about is, hold on. Actually, no. The number for Charles Brick is kind of gone, which is interesting. So it just explains a lot of stuff, but there's something really interesting that I can hopefully find. Yeah, in the facial tracking part. For the family. Birthday boy. Here. Oh, my phone. No! I gotta hurry up. It says, this technology is still a little faulty as the console can only detect a limited amount of, I don't know how to say that, which means a person can easily be mistaken by someone else. And you can actually see a face here. And also knocking too. And does that sound familiar? Because if you remember in episode 1, Bond mistaken Brian as Sophie. So maybe that's a reference to that. And I heard some people say that that this face right here is actually Brian's face, but I have no idea whatsoever. So just take that with a grain of salt. But I hope it is, because it'd be cool. And then this right here, this is like, okay, so this is Charles. You can hear in the audio, you can actually hear Charles call someone and pretty much say that, like, he is really, like, he realizes that Susan has been gone for a few days. So this is probably taking place, this call is probably taking place in I don't know, like a few days after, probably like July 3rd or 4th, I don't know though. But he says that, Susan has been gone for a few days now, and he's trying to find out what happened to her, because everyone, he's just really worried, because Charles considers Susan as a friend and not just a work partner, which is actually pretty sad. So he's trying to find out information. Everyone's worried about it. Like, he thinks that something bad happened, and I feel like that's gonna probably come into play in episode 6, where we get to find out what happened to Charles fully and why he investigated, if he did, or why he died. I don't know. But you can see that this whole scene. You can see a portrait of Susan, by the way, and it's right on a picture of Benny, which is interesting. Really creepy. I'll put subtitles on. Why not? Colleague. And you can see Susan is inside the Benny animatronic, which is actually really creepy. So Bond picks up a Benny head. And also you can... Oh, oopsie. No. There was something really interesting there I want to talk about. Right here. You can actually see Jack Walton over there. It's right next to a Bond art, and I don't know if this means that Jack is Bond. It might not be, but the fact that it's not on top of Bond like the others is interesting. I don't know what this means, man, but it's interesting. And Bond grabs the Benny head. And this part I love. You can see Charles as well. I love that shot of Bond so much. And I think this is Bond taking off the Bond mask. And then, boom, you can see that Bond putting Benny's head onto Susan. Probably after this, Susan wakes up. That's when Susan woke up. And then Bond's creepy ass fucking face, dude. And more of his creepy ass face, which kind of looks similar to the red face that we saw before, that I thought was Ed and Molly, but maybe it's Bond. I don't know. And in Wonderland, a map of Wonderland, and a face, and then Benny, and this is upside down, and this is what I was talking about when I said that a lot of faces were upside down in this time. This is Susan right here. Susan, the facial tracking, and you can see her, there you go. And this is weird. This whole section, I remember a crew member saying that to not take this as as reality and more like symbolism or something. I don't know what this is, really. Benny looks so different here. I don't know how long ago this was. I'm pretty sure this is Susan inside Benny. And this kind of does look familiar. Right? Also, it's creepy, man. I don't like it. She's going to room, and it kind of, the way that it looks, kind of looks like the rabbit is starving scene from, as the commenter said in there. It kind of looks like the rabbit is starving scene, so that's interesting. That's a cool callback. And then Susan, aka Benny, finds a TV. No idea what this means. It's just so weird. And then Bond is there, and then she goes there, and she finds a door to Wonderland. And then Bond, I paused the right moment. Bond is there, and you don't see his normal face. Like, it's not the normal Bond mask. It's actually, I'm pretty sure this is Bond in quotations, actual face, but wearing the actual Bond suit. And then that's before. I have no idea what this means. I'll be for real. I don't know. But it's really terrifying. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of this video. I'm going to see if I can find anything else to talk about, because I do have some notes that I want to take in. Oh yeah, I tweeted about this as well. And also, one file, I tweeted this out. One file 7 is called Alice, which could mean Alice in Wonderland. I think we will die in season 2, knowing what episode 4 gave us. Because, Alice in Wonderland, we know that Wonderland is the place that, spirits go to for some reason. And yeah, and more secrets. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much the end of the video. I have some notes that I want to take, that I want to show you guys. Here, I looked at the one file service, and I just returned today, and I was looking through some messages to see what kind of information that I can find. I only found 3 so far, and I think I could share these. They're not really that useful, but Bond's voice apparently was going to be like text to speech, but Martin wanted Ava to do it instead, and I think that was a good ass idea, because Ava kicked the performance really well. Like she did an amazing job voicing Bond. Let me just say that right now. She did an amazing job, and I'm so happy that she voices Bond. And apparently the voice in episode 2 at the end that says Shadow Man sees me when lights go off is actually Bond in quotations. Which I guess kind of makes sense, since Shadow Man and Bond are kind of like opposites, since Shadow Man is black and Bond is white, I guess. And also, living people can access Wonderland. So yeah, like I said, Susan was still alive when she was there. So yeah, technically this means that Sophie could actually access Wonderland in the future. Maybe that's what episode 7 is. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video, guys. I want to just thank everyone for watching. I know this video is kind of bad, but whatever. I hope you guys learned something. Thank you, Martin, for making this series. I had so much fun. Oh yeah, by the way, Martin uploaded this drawing 11 hours ago, and I wanted to show you since now I can. And this is a lot of stuff. It's really awesome. Also, if any of you guys missed it in the bonus videos, Martin uploaded like a funny little cool edit that he made, AMV or whatever it's called, that I want you guys to check out because it's really good. So that's the end of the video, guys. See y'all later. I gotta upload this 12%. I'll see y'all later. Bye.